Hi, Mark here with an AMS Club tip. Today we're diving into edit columns, sorting your views quickly. A quick trick to help you master Dynamics 365 one tip at a time. Okay, let's dive right in. So I've got my list of all opportunities in front of me here. I'm just going to get a bit of screen space back, so I'll close the sitemap at the top left. Click on the three horizontal lines. And what you're able to do within these views, just for this kind of instance that you're in this page only, is you're able to move them around for the column headings. So if I left click on the estimated close date, I can drag that and you can see the other columns move and I can drop it to where I want to place it. I can do exactly the same with the estimated revenue as well. I can move that along, drag it over to the left and drop it where I want to place it. So really nice and quick and easy to be able to move the columns around in your views. What I could also do is I can click edit columns. And this gives me a lot more flexibility now beyond what we've just seen. Because what I can do within here is I can drag and drop this. Perhaps I want probability there. Maybe I want estimated close date back and estimated revenue back over here, for example. But what I can also do now is if I click onto add columns, I have access to all the other columns on the opportunity table. So we can see the opportunity table here. So perhaps I have some good data, or I want to see the description. So I can see I've got the description here. Perhaps I've got a final decision date that I record for my opportunity. So I have that here as well. Maybe we use different currencies for our opportunities. So we've got the currency. And you can use a filter here to filter quickly what you're looking for. So if you're looking for anything that might have the word date in, you could type in date and you get final decision date. Click my cross here and I go back to the full field list. Now I'm just interested in when the opportunity was actually created. So I'm going to put created on into here. And what you can do, you can click close at the bottom, or you can just left click and it will disappear on this panel as well. But I'll just click on to close. And then I'm just going to bring created on up to the top. Here we go. And then click on to apply. You can add multiple fields into here. That's absolutely fine, all at the same time. So click on to apply. I've now got created on the left hand side, and this looks and behaves like any other field that I would normally have within the view, and I can sort this newer to older so I can see when the most recent opportunities were created within the system. So that's really nice and helpful. So have a really good play with that. But the final thing that you're able to do is if we click on to edit columns, we can also use add columns to get to related tables. Data. So because this opportunity belongs to the customer account, and you can see we have all the other relationships here. So perhaps you have some specific information against your users. So for example, you could use the owner field, and maybe you have some department or some field that you populate against your users. You could use the owner field for that. But if I expand the potential customer account field, then you get all of your account fields within here. And maybe I want postcode in here as well. So I'm just going to filter by post. You can see it brings in zip postal code. It might be called postcode in your system with configuration. But if I click onto here, and then I just left click on the side of the box, you can see I've got address postal code within here now. Bring that up to the top, click apply. Again, you can add more columns in here if you want to. And I can see I've got all my address codes within here now. So I could actually perform a postcode filter depending on where I want to view my opportunities being located. So if I wanted to have them where they begin with an N, I can click apply, and there we go, that brings them up now. Now, if you navigate away from this view into any of the other tables in the sitemap, you'll lose your settings. But what you can do is you can click into the topic and you can use the good old record set navigator, which we've seen in other videos for navigating through your records nice and quickly. But if you do use the, I'm going to close the record set navigator. If you do use the back button, then it does actually retain the view changes that you've made. That's retained, as I say, until you click onto one of the other left-hand menus, even if it's all opportunities. If you click all of the opportunities again, it will reset it back to what it was again. So edit columns are a fantastic way to quickly sort your views and your columns in some order that you would like, and keep out for future videos where we'll talk through saving those personal views as well. Thanks for tuning into this week's AMS Club tip. If you found it useful, please like it, share it with your team and subscribe for more. And remember, All My Systems is here to help you get the most out of Dynamics 365.